Alison have put together, I mean, you're an unstoppable force, and Positive Input will give you all the help and support it can. So all the stuff that we create, I will put on Positive Input in this very area, because I particularly want to try and catch people who are, you talked about the early signs and the early symptoms, and they're as much psychological or mental, let's say, as physical. And we're to warn people, you know, particularly if you could draw on other people's experiences, the state they got to, and then the physical manifestations that came after that. Hopefully we can help some people to turn the corner before.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much indeed. I think really, because it's now 15:15 time, and I've got we've got some questions in and some quite long ones, but because it's now nearly 9:20, I need to wind things up. So can I now firstly thank Kelly, but don't go away, Kelly, just in case there's something else you'd like to contribute. But I know that Mark and Alison have got some special offer to make us aware of. So at the moment I've got the slide up, which is the general fibromyalgia statistics, and we will attempt to go on to the last slide in there, I think, which is that's that way. There we go. Which is so. Who would like to talk about what you'd like to offer, particularly with regard to the book? But I mean, I know you've got a couple of things up your sleeve, so who'd like to tell us about that?
I'll do it then.
Okay.
First of all, we've got a free report on our website, which you can see in front of us at the moment. So it's worth registering for that and downloading the reasons why you feel like a prisoner in your own body. Because
yes, give us the title, because I know it's a very compelling title.
7 reasons why chronic pain suffering makes you feel like a prisoner in your own body. Which is Alison sort of elaborating on what she's told you before in the sort of problems that you'll come up with, and then we start offering some solutions. The book will be ready next week, so we're offering a discount on that book. If you'd like to email us at info@thefusionsystem.com, you can get the book including postage and package for $9.99, where it will retail for $12.99. And as you've heard tonight, it's Alison's story written all the way through her illness and how she gets better. And it's really a book of hope with people with the right attitude, as Kelly quite rightly said, who's doing a fantastic job with her various organisations. There is the possibility of recovery out there if you've got the right mindset and the right tools. And finally, we'd like to offer 2 free sessions. That's one with Alison and one with myself for anybody who is online, or anybody that knows anybody that has got this condition or fear that they're heading towards this condition. So if you contact us at info@thefusionsystem.com or give either of us a call before Sunday evening, they'll get the first 2 sessions free. And that also applies to anybody who started working with us, because I think there's a couple of people who are already working with us, and that offer will extend to them as well for coming on this call. And the final thing that we would say is that thank you, John, for asking us to be on this call. We're very pleased to be working with John and Positive Input, because as we've mentioned throughout this call, that being positive is very important, in also using as many resources as possible to keep that positivity and use every tool possible to help you in recovery. And what John's doing and the information that he gives, most of it which is free, is absolutely fantastic. So thanks a lot, John.
Well, you're very welcome.
Can I just add quickly to that? You forgot to mention the DVD work pack. We've also filmed a DVD self-help work pack, which includes EFT, includes a long talk from me about the illness, and also some hypnotherapy to help with sleep when the sleep is very important when you're suffering from it. And we're just putting the pack, again, we're just putting it all together now, so that will be in conjunction with the book, and hopefully that will be out next month. Mark?
Right, so
Yes.
people can follow that on the website, the
Yeah.
Fusion Systems
Yeah.
Council.
And that will help people that are bedbound, that are really, really struggling to even tap. They can run through, you know, they can watch it if they can bother to open their eyes. I know how they feel. But, you know, slowly, hopefully that will sink in, get the positive impacts sink in with them, and let them know that, you know, we know what they're going through and they can get better.
Right. So that's a free report, and the DVD, will that be free, or will there have to be a charge for that?
There'll be a charge for that, but
Yeah,
there'll be a discount for people that have come through positive input.
Right. Okay. And then the book, when do you expect to have the book available in your hands to dispatch? I know you've got proof copies, but I mean, when do you think
Yes.
you'll have the final copy?
We will have them by next week.
Right. Fine. Okay. Well,
They should be on, they'll be on Amazon in the next 6 weeks, I think.
yeah, yeah. Well, I think some of the people on this call would like to get hold of a copy quicker than that, as soon as they become available.
Yeah.
So what I would like to suggest is that anybody who is on the webinar who would like to take advantage of that, or the excellent offer for the 2 sessions, would like to make themselves known to me through putting in a note in the question box, and I will keep those names so that what we don't want people is finding out there was a webinar and claiming the discount when they didn't even bother to join us. So I know who's on the webinar, so if you indicate that you're interested in it, I'll make sure that you get the special deals that are on offer. So whole questions are thing. The trouble is we are running out of time. So what I've suggested, because one lady's given me quite a long question, the trouble is the screen I have is very difficult to read. It's very small writing. So I can tell by, there's quite a lot of personal stuff. I think rather than read it out, I'm going to forward it directly to Mark and Alison to comment on. But let me just have a look through the rest of the things. Oh yes, Susie has thanked you for your answers, and indicates that she found that very helpful. Yeah. Yes, the other contact is also called Sue, but I mean I won't give you a surname. Yes, thank you very much. That I appreciate that. We'll pass on all the information that you've given me. And right, so I feel really myopic, and I've got my strongest glasses on to try and read these small writings. Right, and some people are now giving indications of interest in the free sessions. So just remind us again of what the deal is to get the free sessions. Well, it's not the free. It's a trial free sessions, isn't it? People don't.
It's the
Two
first
free
2
sessions.
sessions.
Right. Okay. Well, that sounds excellent. I will pass on those details to you. Sorry, I'm talking to Mark and Alison. That Sue, who's just indicated she would like to take advantage of that. Is there anything else we need to say? Information is on the site, and you can be emailed on the address there, info@Infusion System. You've supplemented your wonderful the knowledge that you've given us with your sorry, I really can't, unfortunately. You can probably tell by the fact I have to squint to try and read the things. I can't do justice to any more questions, but I will deal after the session, make sure that they go to the right person, or I'll answer myself if it's not appropriate. So I want to wind up and thank everybody. Firstly, can I thank Alison and Mark for wonderful,
Thank you.
inspiring things.
Thanks for inviting us.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And can I thank Kelly, who really has opened my eyes. I mean, I've known Kelly for some time, and I've known the work she's doing, but I did really not appreciate the scope and the ambition of what she's doing. I wish her all the best, and we'll give whatever help and support.
Thank you, John. Yeah, it's really great to be on here, John, tonight, so thank you very much. And if anybody does want to find out more about the Recovery Association, the website address is www.mecfra, which is MECFRA.org. So if you're suffering or caring for someone who's suffering, then you can join up as a free membership on there, and practitioners can find out more about how you can support the cause and you know, obviously promote your services on the site as well.
Right. So what I'm going to do, I've mentioned it briefly, but I'll reiterate that what I will do is a fact sheet based upon tonight, which has got all the information of various people, including, because I think Kelly's already sent me that enough basic information, but I will check it out with the people who've been on the webinar to make sure it's as comprehensive. It won't be very long, but it'll give you the basic stuff and where to go to take things further. So you'll have every opportunity to stay connected and take advantage, and Positive Input will continue to keep you informed through its regular mailings. And those people who are not on the mailing list, I'll give everybody who's on the night to the opportunity to join the mailing list. It's free, but we keep in touch. So once again, thank you to everybody who's contributed, both audibly by me and all the people who've been listening. I was going to say at home. It sounds very much like the BBC. But maybe this is going to be, webinars are amazing technology, how they bring people together, and so maybe this is a thing for the future. So once again, can I ask firstly, Kelly, say good night to everybody?
Yes, thank you very much for inviting me on here, John. Great webinar, and you're doing a great job, great work, so thank you.
Thank you.
And goodbye.
Goodbye. Now, Alison, would you like to say goodbye?
Yeah, thanks, John. That was really interesting. Thanks very much for giving me the chance to talk about that. Really appreciate it.
And I am looking forward to reading the book.
Thank you.
Mark, would you like to say goodbye?
Yes, thank you everyone for listening, and once again thanks John for giving us the opportunity to share what we do with so many people. Thanks a lot.
You're very welcome. And then it's good night to me, and thank you once again to everybody. Good night.